This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. That's what I'm talking about, man. Andy Ruiz is keeping that body slim and trim. Let me say it again. Andy Ruiz is keeping that body slim and trim. That's what I wanted to see from this guy. I didn't want this guy to just get so completely out of shape. This is the stuff that I wanted to see from Andy Ruiz. Was he going to take, this title defense seriously? Or was he going to be a Buster Douglas 2.0? Was he going to be an Oliver McCall 2.0? Was he going to be a Hasim Rahman 2.0? Or was he going to be the first Mexican heavyweight titleist that took this shit seriously, man? This is the sweet science. This is the square circle. You can't be playing games with this stuff. This lighter version of Andy Ruiz Jr. is troubling for Anthony Joshua. Let me say it again. This lighter version of Andy Ruiz Jr. is troubling for Anthony Joshua, because you have to understand, Andy Ruiz is already punching like he's damn near a freaking super welterweight, man. His hand speed is off the charts. Now he's lighter with it. Shoot. You might think he's a bantamweight the way he's throwing his punches. Let me say it again. You might think he's a bantamweight with the way that he's throwing his punches. I would have thought that, this was Luis Nery 2. Let me say it again. I thought this was Luis Nery 2. I like Andy Ruiz Jr. He's grown on to me, And I respect Buddy. I wasn't right in my initial prediction of him because I didn't think he was going to win the fight. But at least I had the gall to say that. Unlike most folks thought Anthony Joshua was going to win. So let's just keep it a buck here, because he fought a guy that was basically what we call like a step-in guy, in the last minute. Come on. You're going to pick the guy that is the favorite to win. So that's what I did. I went with the, safe bet, the conventional bet in that situation. It is what it is. You're not going to get all of your predictions right. But Andy Ruiz slimming down, having Eric Morales in his corner. Because Eric Morales, I done told you guys, out of all of these Mexican fighters, this man has good technical punching placement. I've seen this in the Manny Pacquiao fights. The only issue with him is when he starts trading toe to toe and he starts waning in the second half of fights. That's just part of the Mexican, fighters' physiology. They just wane in the second half of fights. It is what it is, but it has a lot to do with their style. It's a come forward style. There's a lot of brutality associated with it, so they get beat up. That's the truth of the fact of the matter. But you got to give Andy Ruiz credit, man. The man is slim. He's trim. Basically, he said he was going to do what he was going to do. He said he wanted to come into the second fight slimmer, and he looks slimmer. And he has a full training camp. So he looks like he's going to be not only on schedule, but he looks like he's going to super peak. Let me say it again. He looks like he's not only going to be on schedule, but he looks like he's going to super peak. And I actually like the fact that Andy Ruiz Jr. is taking this seriously, because now we're going to get the fight that we as boxing fans want. This is going to be an epic fight of epic proportions. Let me say it again. It's going to be an epic fight of epic proportions. Andy Ruiz is taking it seriously. Anthony Joshua is taking it seriously. So I don't want to hear no excuses. All of the excuses needs to what? Higgity freaking hush. Let me say it again. All the excuses needs to what? Higgity freaking hush. It's really that simple, folks. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear, oh, Andy Ruiz wasn't ready. I don't want to hear Anthony Joshua wasn't. I don't want to freaking hear it, man. Everybody's training the way that they're supposed to. Everybody got a full camp up under them. Now let the best man win. But let me tell you this much. I want Andy Ruiz to win, because I know Anthony Joshua's going to do that fuck shit. Let me say it again. Anthony Joshua's going to do that fuck shit. Because of the loss to Andy Ruiz Jr., he's going to duck Deontay Wilder like the plague. Let me say it again. He's going to duck Deontay Wilder like the plague. And he's going to do this for years. Years, folks. That's why I don't want Anthony Joshua winning. That's why He Knows the Sport did his first and his very last at the same time, changing of the guards in terms of prediction. I normally don't change my prediction. I just stick on the prediction and double down on that bad boy with confidence and fortitude. Good, bad, or the ugly. Win, lose, or draw. It doesn't freaking matter. That's what people could respect about He Knows the Sport. Good, bad, or ugly. Win, lose, or draw. I stick on the pick, double down on that bad boy with confidence and fortitude. But this time I had to make the switch, because I see the foolery that Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua is trying to run. They're trying to run that fuck shit. As they know damn well, if Anthony Joshua gets all of the belts, there's going to be some ducking season going on. They're not going to fight Deontay Wilder, and we will never get undisputed at heavyweight division. Never. It's not going to happen. Basically, Anthony Joshua is just going to wait until Deontay Wilder ages out with his WBC belt, and then basically going to try to fight Deontay Wilder when Deontay Wilder is basically a decrepit at that time. That's what he's going to try to do at his truest and his most properest levels. This is why I want Andy Ruiz to win the fight, because you got it basically on the same side, PBC, and it's an easier fight to be made. And people are sitting here saying that Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder was the biggest fight. Well, sorry to say this, rude awakening, folks. And Deontay Wilder and freaking Andy Ruiz Jr. is going to actually be the biggest fight. So it was good that Deontay Wilder invested in himself and he waited in the last minute, because guess what? He's reaping the royalties from that. It's really that simple, folks. So Andy Ruiz, he knows the sport got your back. He knows the sport is picking you. You've grown on to he knows the sport. He knows the sport respects you, and I'm picking you to win by KO power stoppage. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.